The following podcast may contain strong language, graphic descriptions of violence, and other content which is of an adult nature. This podcast is intended only for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised. GameLuster presents Cyberpunk RED, Nephilim Echo, a tabletop podcast of a limited Cyberpunk RED campaign. The players are Brennan as Locke, Haley as Oliv, Mike as Slash, Kate as J45, and Tim as Doc. The Game Master is Axel. DJ Can Cry coming at you on 97.6 The Stack with the Daily Crier, your news that the Scream Sheets think is too boring. First up is our favorite game here in Night City, Good Corp, Bad Corp. Today's Good Corp news comes from Gdansk, Poland, where operatives from security firm Danger Girl rescued 10-year-old Nastia Antonova, daughter of Neo-Soviet consul Vyacheslav Antonov, from a group calling itself the Ghosts of Katyn. Extracted from an abandoned shipyard by the Eurovision Interceptor Squad, the girl was unharmed and is in good spirits. The team spent time with her after the rescue at their training facility in the Ruhr Valley, and even let little Nastia get some range time with their weapons mounts. The Bad Corp news is from Panama, where Militech is having to explain why one of their heavy fire support drones released a few thousand pounds of rockets into the Mohingas Nature Preserve outside of Cologne. So far, the explanation that the drone wandered off course due to unexplained guidance system and fire control issues doesn't seem to be cutting much ice, and the Organization of American States has filed a formal protest against the U.S. government. And here locally, some lucky bastard managed to hit the body lotto after 46 straight days without a winner. Rubbing salt in the wound, they also got the Superfrag Superfecta multiplier bonus, which gives them a cool €250,000 €. That's life-changing money, and we hope the winner is smart enough to get out of town with it while they can. This report to you has been brought to you by Continental Brands, who invites you to try their Taste of Carnival series of concentrated nutritional pellets to make all your friends jealous during Lent. Remember, it's not just kibble, it's Continental. About a month ago, a strike team from the telecom corporation WorldSat decided that it would be a really great idea to try and, take over and demolish an apartment building. The apartment building has withstood the assault and has begun to get at least a little notoriety as the house that fought back. Some of the residents from that famous day have left. Others have started to move in. One of those others is a rocker boy from the Drift Cities. Another is a medtech. Kate, introduce your characters for the others, please.
Well, I am Sid Doc Ricto. I'm just your average, ordinary medtech. Who doesn't have a string of horrible past loves, all in trouble with the corpos in their past lives. I mean, really.
My name's J45K13R. My parents, they believe that it was important to just surrender to the machine takeover and just get rid of our humanity as soon as possible. And anyway, I'm just here looking for my ex-boyfriend. Have you seen him?
Yeah, they may be around somewhere. Night City's a big town. You've come to the apartment building, which is currently run by a nomad who hails from the Behringer nomad clan. Brennan, care to introduce your character to your new tenants?
You may or may not have heard that we are the house that fought back. It's just it's a place to keep your head down. Don't cause too much trouble. You probably find people. I don't really know. I don't really care. I just want to make sure that these people in this house don't die.
Don't know how long we'll be around, but pleased to meet you.
Good to hear.
Good to know.
As you're meeting with the apartment manager, a reasonably tall man, about 6'3", kind of a cadaverous build, dark hair, comes by. he nods over at the super. Afternoon. New tenants?
Yeah, I guess.
Yep, that's what it seems.
The man extends his hand. Barden Lanier. I'm kind of the unofficial security guard for this place. It's a living. Locke, have you introduced them to our other residents?
I haven't yet. They just stepped in.
Not a
I
bad
suppose
idea.
I could do that now, but yeah, we can go check if they're around.
That'll be good. And if you get a minute, or once you've finished with the introductions, could I steal you for a few minutes? I need to run over to Formosa Firearms and pick up some gear that I was getting fixed over there.
Yeah, fine.
All right. See you outside in 5.
Sounds good, boss. I suppose I go take our new tenants and introduce them around.
You stop off at the apartment of one of the fixers that seems to favor this particular place and knock on their door.
Yo, open up.
No.
Come on. Open up.
You still owe me from last time. Go away if you're not going to pay up.
Oh my god. I thought we were over that. It's been a couple months. Come on. I let you live here free, don't I? I give you work, don't I? I got two more possible runners for you. Is that not enough?
Fine, I guess.
Oh, I like her.
What do you want?
We got a med tech and another rocker boy.
Welcome.
Pleased to meet you.
You probably haven't heard of my music. I exclusively play Drift City sea shanties.
Oh god, she's one of those rocker boys.
That sounds horrendous.
Hey, my ex-boyfriend liked it. Also, I'm a dude. This hair is just for show.
So where's your ex-boyfriend now?
He ran off with some chick named Jenna.
Oh, can never trust a Jenna.
Yeah.
At least you know where they are.
I never said I knew where they were, just somewhere.
Oh, I just meant not being held in a random prison by a corpo or something.
Oh no, G would totally bust out of any prisons. He's way too cool to be arrested.
Did you two know each other before?
Oh, like, I met him on the walk into here, so, like, we've known each other, like, I don't know, 10 minutes? Which is longer than I've known you, mister.
Okay. Yeah, fair. I don't know. I like to learn about my tenants, see what I can do to help. But, you know, that's if you don't cause trouble. We have enough shit going on here. I don't need to add to my list.
I'll do my best.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, like, when I moved in here, I didn't know I was moving into a house that had a reputation. Look, I like things that aren't cool yet. This place is just way too mainstream.
Considerably more mainstream.
Are you saying that because we were recently in the news? I mean,
yeah, y'all were in the news. How more mainstream can you get than the flippin' news?
but you still decided to move here.
Maybe your music?
Hey, my Drift City sea shanties are not mainstream.
Okay.
Okay, alright. This is our resident fixer. If you have any issues, come to her. Him? Her? Whatever. Her.
Thanks.
Sorry. It's been so long. I don't know. I'm getting all these people mixed up. Sorry. A rough couple of days. Am I right? Like, Jesus Christ. If you have a problem, go see our fixer. Just try not to get into her shit. I know I'm gonna say that about everyone, but everyone in this building's kind of, had some shit to deal with recently for obvious reasons. So let's go meet our other resident rocker boy. Maybe our new rocker boy could get some non-mainstream vibes from
Oh God,
this guy.
please.
I try to enlighten them with more positive conversation as I bring them to our other resident rocker boy, so they don't leave immediately.
Slash, you hear a knock at the door.
Open the door. Hey, what's up, Locke? What you doing, man?
Yo, we got some new, we got some new peeps. We got a med tech and another rocker boy. I figured maybe you might be able to give this one some life experience or something. I don't know what you people do anymore. I really don't. Something about sticking it to the man, which is cool, but whatever.
Oh, I'm kind of old school, Used to play a little bit of Beck, some Stevie Ray Vaughan, all that, I put my hand out, to shake.
Oh, thank God, I've never heard of you. I shake your hand and I say, oh, thank God, I've never heard of you. Please tell me you haven't heard of me either. My biggest hit was toss some junk to your scavenger. I think like 10 whole people heard it.
Fortunately, I'm not, not one of those 10 people. But if you're down to jam, I'm always down to jam.
All right. I like Drift City sea shanties. Most of them are about my ex-boyfriend's muscles, but we could make some tunes.
Yeah, man, if you like the classics, I got some Beatles, some Rolling Stones, and all that,
Oh, finally, a kindred spirit.
See? All's well that ends well.
I extend my hand to Doc. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right. Just trying to settle in, do some good in the world.
Nice, cool.
Try not to be damaged by a cat trying to say hello.
Yeah, sorry, man. Some of the tenants, with them cats and all that,
These goddamn strays, dude. They're eating everything. And then people just leave food out like they're not gonna eat it. Like, come on. And then they complain. Why do we have so many stray cats? Well, why do you leave the food out?
What they should be asking is why don't they have any small vermin around? Because the cats are taking care of them.
Oh my God.
That is
I just realized
question.
you're Locke, you're Doc, you're Slash. You all have nicknames, and I just have this lame string of letters and numbers that my stupid machine-worshipping parents gave me. Why the hell don't I have a cool nickname, too?
Give it time.
I'll call you,
I mean-
I'll call you 45, it's my favorite kind of gun, so, we'll just go with that,
Okay, I like it. I mean, J45K13R is a little long to be saying all the time.
Yeah, we'll just go with 45, Just got some good vibes.
I would have gone with K13, but 45's cool.
Yeah, just a lot of people like to keep themselves, keep your head down, keep their heads down. Do your thing,
If you don't mind, I kind of have to go step out for a few. And then I go talk to the security guard. Why can't I remember his name?
Barden.
Man, Locke's on that good shit. Whatever drugs he's got, I want to know his supplier.
Oh, totally sober all the time.
I might be able to hook you up with something
I wink at Doc.
under the table.
I don't have a table
I
in my
wink back.
room. Tables are mainstream.
Oh, God.
The slab, then. Slabs have never been mainstream.
Locke, as you're making your way down the corridor and down the stairs, your agent gives you a little buzz. Probably a reminder from Barden to go meet him outside.
Yeah. That's where I'm going.
He gives you a nod and says, "Come on. It's a nice day, and Formosa's not that far away, so We'll walk it.
Fine. Prefer some wheels, but whatever.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just a waste to chew. It's literally like 10 minutes walk. You make your way further into what is currently known now as the Little China Combat Zone. And up ahead is a gun store with a bright neon sign that says Formosa Firearms. It has a picture of a Chinese dragon holding a pair of assault rifles in each claw. He guides you inside, and there's a woman behind the counter. There's a plexiglass shield in front of her with a small metal drawer that slides out. Lanier, come to pick up your gear? Barden nods. She turns back, gets a pair of what look like either very large mirror shades or, kind of mirrorized shooting goggles, puts them in the drawer, and then pushes the drawer out towards him. 75 eddies. Barden shrugs and doles out the cash. He looks at you. Have you met Ching before?
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
All right, well. Lock Baker, this is Ching Mai. She is the owner, proprietor, and, all-around friendly customer service representative for Formosa Firearms. She gives you a nod.
I return the nod.
Need guns, ammo, any custom work? We're having a good deal on silencers. 2 for $200.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah. She kind of tilts her head a moment. Don't you run that apartment building right on the border between Little China and Japantown?
Yes.
Ah. Very lucky. Very lucky indeed. You should be very thankful.
Yes, I am.
Good to hear. Now, if you're not going to buy anything, piss off.
Roger that.
You and Barden step outside and look around. Foot traffic is fairly quiet right at the moment. There do seem to be some people, just walking along the sidewalks, more or less minding their business. It's actually fairly quiet for the combat zone. As you cross the street and start to make your way back to the apartment house, you hear a voice calling out, "My brother Sandman!" Barden stops and turns. You've seen this guy working when the bullets are flying and people are trying to kill him and you. And he's always been a fairly calm, reliable, unflappable kind of presence. He looks like he's just seen a ghost.
Not good.
He turns around and snaps out, kind of spits out the words, "Coin check," dipping into a pocket on his field jacket. He pulls out a 2-inch metal coin of some sort. Do you look behind you?
No.
You hear a voice chuckling. That's why I always loved you, Sandy. You always had the proper amount of paranoia. What? You're not surprised to see me? No, hi, how you been? No, what have you been doing all this time?
You bastard. I thought we were done with you.
There's a pause. Who are you talking to, kid? Because, I'm seeing the back of your head, but I don't know you.
Oh. So then you're not who I think you are?
Well, you could, turn around and confirm that if it'd make you feel better.
Very slowly turn around.
There's a man standing there. He looks to be in about early to mid 50s, maybe a little older. It's kind of hard to say. He's got slicked back black hair, very sharp widow's peak, kind of a slightly fleshy face. I mean, he's not cold and chiseled like Barton, but there is something about the eyes. He definitely has a piercing gaze to him. You have no idea who he is.
You're damn straight.
He looks over at Barton. So, how you been, Sandman? Fine. Barton glances over at you. Chief Baker, this is Harry Matsuchek.
Pleasure. Scared the shit out of me just now.
Harry comes over and sticks out his hand, shakes it. It's like, yeah, sorry. I mean, it is really fortuitous that I managed to see my old buddy Barton. Did he ever tell you about the stuff, about what he did before he came to Night City? I mean, this guy, he's an animal. Just an absolute animal. Complete wrecking machine.
Do I want to know, Barton?
Maybe later. Harry, as surprised as I am to see you and all, you're supposed to be dead. Harry just kind of laughs. Dead. Oh, come on. Oh, that thing. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, but it would. I've been okay. So yes, I have technically been dead for like 4 years, mostly tax purposes. But honestly, everything's okay. And hey, I'm here in Night City, and I just met one of my favorite blue chips. I mean, this day could not get any better. And I heard about that business with the apartment house. Was it really a full strike team?
More or less.
I mean, that's like 30 guys. How did you manage to hold off? I mean, seriously, I'm surprised they didn't bring out the heavy weapons or something.
We have Barton to thank for that in part, for sure.
Barton squirms a little bit, but Harry just nods and smiles. Yeah, that sounds like my boy. Back in the day, everybody, and I do mean everybody, gave him shit for picking up that speedwear. I mean, it's like, you have all these options, and you go with the Sandistvan. Nobody goes for that, and yet he did, and he came out of there every time without a scratch. It was magnificent. He stops and glances at his arm. There's a subdermal watch implanted in his arm. Oh, hey. Look at the time. I got to get going here. I'm late for another meeting. Listen, Barton, I am so glad I got to see you. I want to ping you. I may have some work for you. I'm newly arrived in town. I may need a little help with some move-in. And hey, friends help you move. Real friends help you move bodies. I'll catch you later, killer. He turns and walks down the street, supremely confident. Locke, make me a... let's see here. Give me a perception roll, if you would, please. You notice that Barton's left hand is twitching a little bit.
Barton, what was up with that whole coin chick? Who was that?
He holds up the coin in his hand. This is a challenge coin. It's used as a way to help identify people who are in the same unit, or at least on the same side. But
Same side of what?
whatever fight's going on at the time.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, he mentioned that you were an animal before, Barton. That's not something that I can just kind of ignore. Kind of have to know about my tenants, right?
Well, for the details, you might want to call a tenants meeting, say about 6 o'clock tonight, and I'll bring some beer.
God damn it. Just what I needed. Just what I needed, Barton. Fine. I'll do your tenants meeting.
All right, and
You better bring stuff strong with beer too.
I'll see what I can find. Let me go see if I can go find a vending machine that has some booze, and I'll see you in a couple hours. He starts making his way down the street. The left hand is still twitching a little bit.
Shrug.
So you make it back to the apartment. Imagine you go knocking on doors, letting everybody know about the tenants meeting.
Tenants meeting at 6. Be there or be square. No, literally, if you don't show up, I will put you in a square box. I will put you in a room and then tell you everything that I needed to tell you. Oh my god. Look, you guys... Yeah, really, you guys just moved in. This would be the perfect opportunity for you to meet other tenants in the area, not just our resident fixer and other rocker boy. You can meet other people. I don't know. Plus, I got shit to tell you, alright? So just get down there.
God,
right?
we just moved in. Like, what's going on already?
Baby, it's a
not
big
too
city,
funny.
honey. I mean, boy, I don't know. I don't know what you are because you're a robot. You're just a robot to me, 45. I'm sorry. I don't have time to figure out where your boyfriend is. I got so much shit to deal with. Okay, our house literally got shot at by a SWAT team. Do you not understand how much pressure is on me right now?
Do you think any of them might know where my ex is?
I need a smoke.
Boys
I walk
can be
out of the room
honeys.
and go light up a cigarette. Be there or be square.
All right, boss. I'll come.
We're cubed. Fuck it. I don't care.
I will come to your.
Do you need some pharmaceuticals?
All right. I mean,
I think you need to go take a breather in a
head out
corner
with him,
somewhere
fuck up
that's
his rag.
dark.
did our whole thing, after our whole incident, I'm pretty sure we figured out,
I'll be square.
at least for now,
These
who's with
lieutenants.
us and who's against us. So hopefully we don't have any more enemies added to the mix. I guess that's all I'm worried about. Why? What do you think? Oh, God. I'm sorry that I didn't have to deal with this in my lifetime, so maybe I'll never understand. But goddamn,
I get you,
there are
man.
more important things to deal with in life than a lover, no? We have freedom and loyalty
I
and
don't know, man. There's just
and these
ain't
our-
no more
our-
trouble
our
than an ex,
culture.
man.
we have other values to take care of. I'll never understand you rocker boys and your songs about love and your sea shanties. Though I have heard toss some junk to your scavenger, and I have to say, it was a banger. I was one of those 10 people. But I'll never admit that to 45. Fair. I understand. I head back inside and finish the cigarette with Slash. Head back inside and tell about the rest of the tenants, and hopefully they'll make it there. Because I'd be pissed.
I take a drag and I just go F&A,
All
man.
right.
F&A.
So 6 o'clock comes around.
45 would ever want you to.
The tenant meeting is usually held up on the roof of the building. Barden is there about 5 minutes early. He does have basically a case of beer tucked under one arm and a 2-liter bottle of really, really cheap Japanese whiskey in his other hand.
That's better than nothing.
He lays out the drinks and picks up a beer for himself. Looks over at you. Everybody here?
Think so. Wait, where's our fixer?
In the
I
corner
wouldn't know.
drinking
Just moved in.
cheap stuff because I don't
Damn
want to
straight.
be here.
Oh, I just put you in that stupid cube.
Shut up or I'll stick you in a cube.
I can literally, I can lock you in your, I can lock you in your room. I can lock you in your stupid room for.
I know
the
your
rest of
threats
days.
are empty. Calm
Did she
down.
not
Put
say
you on
she
top
wasn't
floor,
coming?
Lock you in the room, and you will never come out. And you will die there alone.
You're hilarious. I'll find a way out.
But just kiss and make up.
And you know
already,
that's
you
true.
two.
Ew, absolutely not.
Well, then
I
stop
take
bickering
some
like
of
jealous
yours from,
lovers.
like, good old
Get to the
Lockheed.
I
point.
grab a beer, drain it way too fast, start coughing, and pretend like no one saw it.
I'll discreetly offer
Hopefully you
placebos
don't see me smiling.
and see what people do with them.
So Barden looks out at the tenants and says, "So I had a run-in with a former associate of mine, and I was informed that there may be some work coming our way, and I also got a few more details about that. But first, a bit of background. Have any of you ever heard of the Nephilim? Haley? Or, sorry, Oliv? Oliv, you have heard of the Nephilim. You were growing up in the area at the time. They were kind of a boogeyman. It's, some shadowy mercenary group doing all sorts of naughty shit. And
Out of character, is this spelled differently than Nephilim?
same spelling, just different pronunciation. I've always pronounced it as Nephilim, but
Fair enough. I just wanted to double check that we were talking about the same thing, or if it was a setting specific thing.
it is technically it is setting specific, but
Uses
yeah.
the common term.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I wandered down south in about 36 and hooked up with Harry Matsuchek. And we did a lot of really vicious shit. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. You know how there's wars that you declare because I don't like you, I want your stuff, you have a stupid face, and there's wars that you don't declare but you fight anyway? Well, we were doing something even worse than that. We were doing covert operations. Well, actually, I believe the term they used was deniable acquisitions for various corporate clients in Central and South America. And we were good. And Harry masterminded a lot of this stuff. And then one day we get this rumor. There was a pebble bed nuclear reactor in Tegucigalpa, and we got word that somebody was trying to skim some of the uranium, trying to make depleted uranium rounds for armor units. And Harry, he figures, okay, well, let's do a little reconnaissance. Let's check things out. Makes perfect sense. So me and a few of the guys go down with him, kind of scope things out. Harry goes into the reactor, and about 10 minutes later, the entire place implodes on him. I mean, it's, an entire reactor destroyed. And Harry went with it. Or at least that was what I thought until I saw him this afternoon. Olive, you definitely remember hearing about that incident. Knocked out power, it was a complete mess.
The nuclear devastation was quite terrible.
Actually, wasn't a whole lot of devastation. Implosion-wise, it was a clean demolition. It was like somebody just decided to knock the place down.
What? No radiation at all?
Minimal radiation. Very highly contained. I mean, all the concrete basically fell in on the thing. It created a vault for it.
Most.
Yeah. But Harry says he's got a job. He says it'll pay well, but I want you to know going in that it's probably going to be ugly. He reached out to me while I was out getting beer. He said that he heard about what happened here at the house about a month ago with WorldSat, and he kind of figures he wants to help us even the score.
Just because of the attack?
The way he figures it, WorldSat just earned a place on his better off fucked list.
No other reason?
Pretty much, yeah. But the fact that I can't think of it doesn't mean there isn't one.
How can we even trust him when you said that you thought he was dead? Like, where has he been? What has he been doing?
That I don't know. And honestly, trying to pin him down might be difficult. But if we do this job for him, he might be at least a little forthcoming on what he's been up to. Because God knows I sure want to know what he's been doing.
I mean, I know that this is a double-edged sword, and sorry to cut you off, but I mean, you know him better than we do. Do you think this guy's worth teaming up with? We have enough enemies as it is.
Well, admittedly, Harry's a little cold-blooded. Actually, he's very cold-blooded. And he will absolutely do whatever it takes to win. That being said, from an enemy perspective, his enemy potential is pretty minimal right at the moment. I mean, I can only think of maybe half a dozen busted ops in 4 years working with him. And we ran a lot of operations. So his track record's good. He's cold-blooded, but as long as you get the job done, he's not going to worry too awful much about slapping your wrist.
I'm definitely not going to be the only one doing this, because I can't do this alone, so how do the others feel about this guy? Doc, what are your thoughts on this guy?
I don't know much about the situation, but it would be good to have a few allies as I try and set myself up here in Night City.
45?
Yeah, sure. Sounds cool.
Olive?
Slash, yeah, Olive slash.
I think the guy's shady as shit, and that we might be walking into a trap, but whatever. I'm down, I guess.
I slam my beer, grab another one. I'm like, hey, bro, I got your back. Just raise it up to you.
All
right.
Thanks for yourself.
Okay. He said that he'll be getting in touch with me in about a day or so. Let us know what he has in mind. Probably going to involve clearing out some real estate somewhere. And probably against people less socially responsible than we are.
Fine. Nothing we can't handle.
All right. Well, I guess that takes care of new business. Super. You got any old business?
That I know of. I mean, still wary about the suit that attacked us at WorldSat, but I don't really know. I haven't heard any leads from our other fixer that we got in contact with lately, so I'm not really sure what that situation's looking like. It's got me a bit worried, but I imagine we'll figure something out like we did last time.
Hopefully so. All right, well, everybody enjoy the beer.
Cheers.
To new opportunities.
All right. Anybody have anything they want to be doing for the rest of the evening, or?
I want to see how the people who took my placebos think it's affecting them.
All right. Everybody other than Doc,
No.
roll me a resist drugs torture roll. Yes, that really is a skill. Oh.
I didn't mean to roll that twice.
Well, so far they do not seem to be particularly affected by it.
Well, I mean, they are placebos. We're seeing what the mind is affecting them.
So far, you're not seeing any sort of altered behavior, or at least nothing that couldn't be explained by the beer.
Well, now I have a baseline. Don't worry, the strong stuff comes later. Had to make sure you could handle
Wait a minute, was I
the
drugged?
baseline.
What the hell?
You give out weak
If you
shit,
took one of the
Doc.
pills
Oh yeah, I
that
totally
I was
did
handing
that,
out.
Yeah,
No.
I totally took a pill. Yeah, that was me. Oops. Look, man, this shit's stressful. Okay, I gotta relax somehow, right?
Yes, come for me if you need additional relaxation. I can certainly hook you up.
Oh, you know what, Doc? What are you doing later tonight?
Probably setting up my new accommodations.
Well, if you don't mind, I mean, I might bother you a little bit. I mean, I got some, you know, it's been a while since I've had certain objects in my bloodstream.
Are we talking uppers, downers, hallucinogens? What?
Maybe that's a topic for another time.
I mean, I just want to know what to get ready for.
All of the above.
Whether or not I need to get the restraints.
All of the above. All of the above. I also have some friends I could hook up as well.
Excellent. Steady supply of patience.
Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. We can hook you up, Doc. Don't you worry. Now to go check on 45 and see how 45's handling her move-in. His move-in? I'm so sorry.
His moving.
And how is everything to your liking? Could there be anything, any adjustments?
Yeah. I'm just tuning my guitar, probably. Just trying to write a song about the day I've had, not really coming up with anything.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that. And if you ever need anything,
I mean,
you
nah,
know where to find me, I guess.
you're actually,
Or
like,
something
pretty cool for a mainstream building that's been on the news.
Cool beans.
Yep.
All right.
But which is the coolest of the beans?
Yeah, beans are really cool. They're objectively
Glad
the
you
coolest
have
food.
decided so decisively.
Like, obviously pinto beans, that's not even a question.
All right. The next morning, Barden knocks on your door.
Yo.
You up for a meet?
I suppose I could have slept for another 10, but
Right.
yeah, it's fine.
Now, Harry wants to get breakfast over at this Armenian place that he stumbled across over in the old combat zone. So,
All right,
all right,
let's get a move on.
we'll take your car.
My car? Fine. Yeah, all right. I prefer it that way.
Barden gives you directions, and about 10 minutes later, you're in front of this Armenian breakfast restaurant. Harry's sitting inside, sipping coffee, munching on some kind of breakfast sandwich, as near as you can tell. He motions for you over to the table. Ah, great. I'm so glad you guys could make it out here this morning. Oh, definitely try the coffee. I prefer mine black, but you might want to add some milk and sugar on yours. Just a thought.
Thank you. I mean, I was probably gonna do that anyway, but sure. Have you not had coffee?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just that, I've got this thing where I can kind of guess how people take their coffee, and you strike me as predominantly half and half, probably 3 sugars would be my guess.
That's actually kind of scary.
Yeah, I know. But to business. So,
Oh, God.
So there's this piece of real estate that I need, well, shall we say, vigorously claimed. Because right now, there are 3 different gangs who all want that particular spot for themselves. And quite frankly, having a quarter of a squat is, less than nothing. And weirdly enough, they seem to agree with me. Except all 3 of them want it for themselves. So, I propose that we get the 3 gangs to eliminate each other, and thus rendering the question completely moot. And also, I get the building.
Smart. 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay.
Oh no, 3 birds with 3 stones. Everybody's going to be throwing 1 rock at each other, and hopefully they'll kill each other at the same time. It'll be so funny.
Right.
So, you probably want to know a little bit about who you're going to have to be dealing with.
Yeah, just a little.
Okay.
You said squatters, but that could be anybody.
Well, squatters is maybe a touch inaccurate at the moment, since nobody's actually squatting there right at the moment. They want to be squatters. They're potential squatters. They're squatters in waiting, and nobody's moving on the damn place. Except for me. So, these 3 gangs, oh wow, it is just nutso here. So, the first, and this is kind of funny, they are a group that calls themselves the Minnow Crew. I don't understand how these guys have survived this long. They're a complete poser gang. They dress up as, they've all been biosculpted and dress up like characters from a TV series about a ship that gets wrecked on a desert island. It's nuts. I don't understand how they do it. I mean, they've got this weird shtick where all of their weapons are made to look like they're wrapped in bamboo and palm leaves. It's crazy. But they're definitely interested in the place. The second group, they actually seem pretty serious. Call themselves the Sacred Blades. They seem to be really big into tribal scars and big knives. So make of that what you will. They do not seem to be terribly interested in firearms or explosives. So you might be able to pick them off or you might be able to get other people to pick them off. But just keep in mind. And then my personal favorite to hate. Did you know that there is a gang of clowns? I mean, literally killer clowns out there. They call themselves the Bozos.
No.
Yes.
No, there's they're not they're not clowns, Carrie. You're lying to me right now. There's not an actual gang of clowns out in Night City right now. There's not a thing.
Oh, I think there is, because I saw one of them juggling this cartoonishly large bomb and throwing it into a tenement where, a bunch of homeless people were sitting, and just blew them all to frickin' glory. There must have been 30, 40 people in there. Didn't care.
I'm shaking.
Giant bomb, giant cartoon bomb, threw it in an open window, blew the place up, and then they literally honked their nose and flapped away with giant feet. Oh wow, it's just so fucked up. I love this town, but God, this place is so fucked up.
All right, guys. I'm gonna have to tell you real quick. I can't do clowns at all. That gang is all you. I'm not. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Locke doesn't.
So we sent you in first.
I'm
is what
sure
I'm
you can
hearing.
handle these jokes just fine.
Oh, I'm literally
I think
shaking.
he does
Locke
now.
Does not. Oh, we gotta. All right, we're getting rid of those first. Sweating. Water. I need water.
Flames,
get me some
flames
water.
on the side of your face.
Oh, this was fine up until the clouds. Man. This was fine. This was everyday. This was everyday shit until the clouds. I've done a lot of crazy shit in my lifetime, but oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're taking this job. We're running that gang out of this fucking city. There's no way. Oh, my city's not being harassed by clowns.
All right. Well, hey, so guys, now the details, and this is the important bit. I mean, seriously, we gotta negotiate the fee. You wipe out the 3 gangs that are, trying to compete with me, and I will give you 1,000 eddies for each gang. If you can get them to off each other, particularly if you can get them, all 3 of them, to off each other at the same time, an extra 2,000 eddies. Discretion. Your fingerprints should not be anywhere near this place.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Let's shake on it, friend. He sticks out his hand.
So we're friends now, huh? And I shake his hand.
He shakes back, and he's got a very firm grip. He's not trying to crush you, but he's definitely got a firm grip. This is going to be the start of a beautiful friendship. Oh, and by the way, if you try to screw me over and sell me out to any one of those gangs, I'll come back and I'll burn your building to the ground, and I'll make you watch right before I blow your brains out.
Haha, good to know. Harry, you dog.
All right. Well, I'm going to get one more cup of coffee to go, and I have got people to see and places to be. Have Sandman here get in touch with me when the job's done. I'm not going to give you a hard time limit, but, try to get it done by the end of the week. I've got some stuff coming into town, really big stuff, bulky, very hard to move. The movers are so picky. You would not believe it. Later, Tater.
See ya.
And he walks out of the restaurant.
God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Barton, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
You tell me there was clowns?
Yeah, the Bozos. They've been around for a while, although they did kind of go underground after the nuke went off.
It's the first time hearing of this shit. Alright, well, I mean, on paper it doesn't sound that difficult, but I'm sure there'll be some shit along the way.
So, after the breakfast meeting, I'm guessing that Locke has come back to the apartment building and is having a little war council with the rest of you, laying out the parameters of the job.
Yeah, right. That's just. If I had one button, you pressed it, and I'm going to kill them all.
Yeah, as soon as he gets to the clowns, I'm like, fucking clowns?
I guess the more interesting question is, how do we do it without getting caught?
Well, Harry did have an idea. I do think that we should try putting them together. I've been trying to come up with ways to do that, and it's not coming to me very easily. I think one of the easiest things to do is to possibly take out one of the two gang members of the other two. We target the bozos first. I'm sorry, but that's a necessity. We target the bozos first. I know exactly how we're going to do it now. We're going to take down one of the opposite gang members, and we're just going to plant a whole bunch of clown shit. See what happens.
We also need to instigate them to take across the other two.
Very true. Very true.
So perhaps a little round robin? A clown takes a sword, takes a Gilligan.
Yes, Doc. I love that.
A very old show. I discovered it in a VHS in one of the small towns we were squatting in.
Oh, I don't watch things. That's mainstream. I only hear about things secondhand from other people, or I read reviews written by people.
You're hearing
who never
about it secondhand from me?
the media. Yeah.
I'm not expecting anyone
to know.
Telling
what a Gilligan is. Explaining my philosophy so you can understand why I didn't know what a Gilligan was.
All right. Everybody make me a streetwise roll.
Oh, God.
Alrighty. Where the hell did you go? There you are. Under social. I really wish that these were alphabetical.
Why
it would have made things a lot simpler.
Am I blind? I'm blind. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's under social.
Thanks, everyone.
Nice, 16.
Oh, most definitely. Me too.
Okay. Locke is apparently too stressed out to come up with with an idea. Okay.
Yeah, that's a yikes. Could you not tell that I'm very stressed?
Yeah, you may need to blaze a J here.
It's not my best roll.
Yeah.
All right. Slash, you have an idea which might just be crazy enough to work.
I got you covered, brother.
It occurs to you that of the three groups, you do know your Streetwise has helped you kind of get a little, recall a little information about the Sacred Blades. They are, they're very big on tribal honor. They don't do anything dishonorably, and they react very badly to, what they consider to be dishonorable acts. Comparatively, from a Sacred Blades perspective, the bozos are bad, but the Gilligans are actually a little worse. It occurs to you that if they saw or they got into a fight with, or they got into close proximity with some of the minnow crew, then that might just be enough for them to just take a swipe and say, you know what, I'm going to cut you on basic principle.
This idea.
Barden looks thoughtful for a moment. You know, if we could convince both the minnow crew and the sacred blades to go after the bozos at the same time, we might be able to get them to. We might be able to start a fight between the minnow crew and the sacred blades, because the blades will see.
They're both gonna want. Yeah, they're both gonna want the building.
Well, more importantly, if say somebody tosses a bozo-style bomb into each of their respective squats at the moment, and it looks like the bozos did it, we might be able to. They'll both come gunning for the bozos with blood in their eyes, and the blades may decide, hey, let's we're not going to let these silly ass minnow crew people take away what is rightfully our kill. It's a thought.
Start a chain reaction. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, my ex-boyfriend G would just say that you should run in swords blazing. He believed that a man should fight like his own battles, you know. At least that's what he told me before he ran off with Jenny.
Normally that would be true, but Harry did say specifically that discretion would be necessary.
Yeah.
Look, I was just trying to be helpful.
It's appreciated.
It is appreciated. Although, this being your ex and, somebody who jilted you, we might want to take their advice with a grain of salt, no?
Look, I still love him, and I'm only in Night City to find him. I don't even know why I'm helping you guys. I don't know, maybe we'll run into him.
There is some idea that we might be able to exploit that thinking.
Well, if you...
Do the Blades have a similar philosophy?
Yeah, they're big on the honor thing. They're big on the whole, you should fight, men should fight their own battles. I mean, they ritually scar themselves.
Perhaps to stoke the flames, in addition to...
Ooh, do you think they know my ex?
Some graffiti in the Gilligan style. A little minnow tag here and there, questioning their honor.
It's doable. Definitely easier than bombs as well. Doesn't take too much extra work. I think that could be helpful, for sure.
Ew, I could write a song about how much one of the gangs sucks.
Yeah.
Could get rough on you. I mean...
Yeah, then maybe G will see that I am totally, brave and heroic and all the things he didn't think I was.
Yeah. If you're feeling that brave, then, hey, go for it.
I would do literally anything to get him to notice me again.
So help us, and maybe that'll get your face out there so he can find you and be like, damn, they did some heroic shit.
That could work, yeah. This could come back to bite us later, though, potentially, if any traces of our hands are on this. So, just discretion is advised.
All right. / let's write the world's most epic diss track against these gangs and claim that the other gangs wrote it. It's clearly a brilliant idea.
And this way you won't be mainstream, even if it goes viral.
We could start an all-out war.
Well, a little voice masking and, some Eddie's grease to a netrunner to upload it to the data pool anonymously.
Diss track, diss track, diss track.
You'll get to be a major success and yet be underground all at the same time.
Yes,
all
yes,
right.
yes.
Let's go let the two artistes closet themselves and get their poison pens sharpened while we go lay some groundwork. Olive, think you can find us a netrunner who's willing to create a fake account on the data pool?
I know people.
All right. Let's get in touch with them. All right. /Kate, or /45. Give me... Let's see here. All right, make this one a just a straight cool roll, if you would, please.
Spitfire, honey.
Do I get bonus points if I have lyrics for the diss track?
If you-
Because I'm
if-
coming up with them right now.
If they are, if they are particularly compelling
not even
lyrics,
kidding.
I will give you a bonus on top of what's showing here.
All right. Well, I was thinking that this diss track could be written by the Minnow crew, and it could specifically be against the Sacred Blades because they have like that whole honor bullshit going on, right? So here's my bars. Sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a shitty gang. They called themselves the Sacred Blades, but they were really lame. Bunch of stinky weeaboos who thought this was Japan. But all their shitty swords were made out of ripped up old tin cans.
Bravo.
Okay. All right. that is pretty awesome. Between you and Slash, you know, between your lyrics and Slash's crunchy chord work, you managed to come up with a diss track in a couple of hours. It is impressive. You're pretty sure that it's certainly going to either mildly annoy or absolutely infuriate somebody in the Blades. Olive.
See.
Let's see here. Roll me local expert, if you would, please.
Okay. In 40 years when I find it.
Lower right. It's under. Yeah. That.
Oh, okay. Did I fill that one
Yeah, it's
in
under
right?
education.
I think I did.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's hope and pray.
But yeah, that one's under education skills.
Okay. Haha, there we go.
All right. For the low price of 250 eddies, which the Netrunner is willing to take a cut from the audio file sales, they will upload this. They will upload the track anonymously.
Let's do it.
All right. Meanwhile, Barden is off, kind of getting ready.
Yes.
He comes up to you, Locke, and says, all right, so the Blades are definitely going to go after the Minnow crew, but we need to send the Minnow crew after the Bozos. So I know this is probably going to be a little uncomfortable, but can we spray paint your car?
Spray paint my car.
Yeah.
You want me to spray paint my car?
Yes.
Are you gonna help me spray paint it back?
Yeah, from the money that we get, I will help, clean up the car. But we need to probably paint the words clown life on the sides. And we also need the...
Yeah, I suppose I'll graffiti my own car as much as I don't want to.
we also need the cartoonish bomb that isn't actually going to go off.
Anything for the mission.
Don't worry, it'll all be worth it. Really, just keep telling yourself 5,000 eddies, 5,000 eddies.
Wait a minute, is anything gonna happen to my car?
Not if you drive fast enough.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Barden, you're killing me here.
Oh, and we're definitely gonna need to pick up a couple other things real quick. A really loud, colorful wig and a big red nose.
All right. God damn, I don't know what's more uncomfortable, having clown shit spray painted on my baby or sitting next to a goddamn clown for the whole car ride, but whatever. Fine.
Oh, no. You see, you're driving, so I don't expect you to,
Fine.
put the getup on. I'll be riding shotgun. I'll be wearing the nose and the wig, and I'll be throwing the bomb. It won't. It won't be for the whole car ride. It'll be just a few minutes. Shockingly enough, there is a vending machine a few blocks over that has theatrical gear. Weird though it may be, theatrical gear and party supplies. And there is, a big rainbow wig and a big red nose. Barden picks up the wig and the nose and leaves you to the spray painting. Once Barden comes back, he goes up and checks. He knocks on Slash's door. Hey, how's the music coming along?
Oh, the lyrics are getting down pretty good.
Good to know.
Bust up my guitar and I just kind of play the riff for him.
Listen, if Locke asks, there's one other thing I gotta go do. So I'll just don't try to get in touch with me over my agent. It's going to be turned off, at least for a little while. See when he wants to launch this thing. Get everything set in motion.
I go looking for Locke, and then when I find him, I tell him what I was just told.
Well, everything's prepped for the most part, right?
Alright, man.
45, and you got that song out, and Barden and I got the graffiti and the bomb. I don't think that there's much else. We gotta do it by the end of the week. Kinda need our money. Kind of want our money. I say the sooner the better.
Yeah, man.
He didn't say where he was going. Anything? Weird. Can't quite ever get a good read on him.
I'll go talk to Oliv and see about getting the song out, bro. Just said he has something to take care of, man.
I'm all ears.
Hey, look, Slash, I wrote another verse of the world's best diss track.
Out of character, I seriously hope we do not get a copyright strike against us.
Our mate's a mighty sailing man, our leader's brave and sure. We're gonna send the other gangs on a 6 feet under tour. A 6 feet under tour.
It's a unique performance with none of the original music.
Out of character, this is my father's
So if they want to copy strike us, we can fight that 100%. Also, how did you feel about Gilligan's Planet?
Oh no, I've seen that one. It's just been forever and a day since I've seen it, and I now kind of hate you for reminding me of it.
You're welcome. No.
Hopefully not.
If we were using the original music from the show,
don't think you saw
and
that one.
The rights holders stop stepping on my keyboard, and the original rights holders gave a crap, then maybe. But we're doing our own performance of it, and you cannot copyright a song. You can only
We're not
copyright.
going to get copyright struck, are we? Whatever you say, boss.
So, the evening passes by uneventfully. Barden is still kind of MIA. Morning comes, then late afternoon. Locke, your agent rings, and the caller ID says it's Barden.
I let it ring twice and then answer.
Locke, listen, I made some preparations. It occurs to me that we were maybe missing one other leg in our little triad of doom here. So I made a couple preparations. When were you planning on uploading the diss track?
The sooner the better, I figured. I was honestly waiting to hear back from you to see if we had any other last minute plans to make, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm over in the old combat zone right now, just kind of laying low in a bolt hole. Out of curiosity, how big is your trunk?
Big enough.
Okay, good. When you're ready to make our preparations, or when you're ready to do our little bomb tossing run, let me know. Yeah, and he gives you an intersection to pick him up at when you're ready to go.
I think I'll check on people, let them know what's going on beforehand. Just to give them a heads up. I go to Doc and 45, Oliv and Slash. Individually, tell them the plan is about to commence. Keep your wits about you. Don't die.
I will do my best to make sure no one is buried. A little loopy for a while, sure. Buried, no.
Don't go playing hero either. I don't need to be burying anyone anytime soon.
Roger that!
Alright, well, I'm off to go nonchalantly throw a bomb into a building. So
Have fun storming the castle.
I probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
Get rid of the bomb.
Yeah, I will I will try. I will certainly try. And I'm off. And then I go in my super awesome car. I go, rear.
Have fun!
And I pick him up and pick up Barton at that intersection. With my stupid... Is there still graffiti on my car, by the way?
Yes. Yeah, the graffiti is still in place. And the wig and the nose have been left in the shotgun seat, waiting. Barton is waiting just inside a doorway. Roll me a perception check, please.
Oh.
As you're rolling up, you notice that he seems to have what looks to be a garbage bag sitting next to his feet. Actually, it might actually be two garbage bags, just double bagged.
Full? Or...
Yeah. Seems to be full.
Oh, boy.
Once you pull up, he picks up the bag and is kind of struggling with it a little bit.
Suppose I go out to help him.
You go out to help him. It's heavy. Like, really heavy.
Barton.
Yeah.
Are we real friends now? When I give him that look?
He gives you kind of a crooked smile and say, yeah, well, we're real friends now.
I figured. What are we doing with these garbage bags? I suppose you have something in mind.
Well, it occurs to me that the diss track is going to be putting the sacred blades up against the minnow crew. The bomb that we're going to be throwing off, the bomb that we're going to be throwing here in a little bit is going to put the minnow crew against the bozos. I figured there was something we could be doing to get the bozos to go after the blades.
Okay, fair enough.
And before you ask, no, he will not be missed. No great loss.
Wasn't gonna ask. No questions from me.
All right. Once the contents are loaded up in the trunk, he gets over into the shotgun seat and puts the wig and nose in his lap, notes the cartoonish bomb in the footwell of the passenger side. All right. I did some reconnoitering. I know where the minnow crew is. I know where the minnow crew is hanging out. When does the diss track come out in the data pool?
I mean, any minute now. I told them to put that up before I left.
All right. Well, then let's hustle. You drive over to a location that Barden has provided. As you're approaching, you see him pull on the wig and put on the nose.
I want to punch you in the face right now. Not because of who you are, but because of what you're wearing.
If it makes you feel better, I feel really, really stupid doing this.
Maybe.
Also a little because of who you are.
All right. So this is going to have to be a high-speed run. You're going to have to get up there, stop long enough to throw the bomb in and be heard.
Something I haven't done before.
And then you got to tear ass out. Barden picks up the bomb. Roll me a driving check, if you would, please.
No.
Wow.
Wonderful.
You come up on the minnow crew's hideout. You slam the brakes. It locks up, and the rear kind of fishtails out, so that the unmarked side of the car is now facing the hideout.
Sure are.
Clowns really are your kryptonite.
Barden stands up, throws the bomb through the window, and screams, "Honk, honk, motherfuckers!" And some gunfire erupts. Make me another driving check.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Describe to me the getaway as you tear out of there.
I don't. All I have in my head is that bell bottoms may or may not be playing on the radio, and as soon as I get that feeling of as soon as the solo starts, my foot hits the metal, the pedal hits the metal, if you will, very fast and very hard, so much so that my heel kind of hurts from just jamming down so hard, and we just go straight. We were never there in my head. That's how fast I thought
maybe
we were going.
cutting a donut or two. lots of smoke in the air.
We're honking a bit. We're making sure that they can now see the graffiti marked side of the car to make up for our previous blunder.
Also, you probably accidentally drew a bomb shape in your donuts.
Yeah.
So amid some returning gunfire, not a whole lot. The minnow crew isn't very big on automatic weapons, and they don't have a whole lot of firearms. You tear out of there, leaving lots of smoke, bomb-shaped donut on the ground, and it's definitely implied that yes, you have in fact given the impression that this was a bozo's attack.
Hell yeah, Barden.
He takes the wig
Hell yeah.
and
Fuck those
nose off, puts them on the floor of the car. Says, "Don't worry, I'll burn these later." All right, we got to go over to where the bozos are squatting right at the moment.
On it.
Meanwhile, 45 / I would like you to both make me a charismatic impact roll, please.
Yeah. Okay. What did that do?
Well, the track gets loaded up to the data pool, and you're seeing it's getting some traction. It's some initial hits of, oh, hey, what's this? What's this? And then it seems to tail off pretty quickly. A lot of the comments are of the "Are you shitting me" variety. Is this supposed to be a diss track or a parody?
Yeah, man.
There will be other opportunities, I'm sure. You do see a few comments.
I'd pout and probably cry. I worked so hard on that. I didn't think we rolled that bad.
It was more Slash's roll that doomed it. The lyrics are okay, but the chord there are comments that the chord progressions are sloppy, which diminishes the impact.
I know, but I wanted G to notice me, and now he never will.
And remember, this was uploaded anonymously, so
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Double damn.
Give it time. Sometimes things take a while to go viral.
People will probably, people who have like a voice stress analyzer will probably be able to figure it out later, but for right now, yeah. It's anonymous, but don't worry. Somebody will figure it out eventually. And hopefully they won't murder you for it later.
I just start playing sad songs. I'm like, hey man, it's rock and roll, man.
Olive.
Yes.
You get a call from the Netrunner. They're a little unhappy. So, you promised me this was going to be a viral sensation.
I thought it was.
Where's my money, Lebowski?
At a bank. What do you want me to do about it?
See if I do you any favors again. Jeez.
You'll get paid. Relax.
Fixer better have my money.
Take the rug. It'll tie the room together. Just ask the other reindeer.
All right. Locke, you drive around for a little while. Finally make it over to the Bozo's squat. Barden hands you a can of black spray paint and says, "Here, you might want to black out the shotgun side of the car real quick. Get rid of that clown life tag.
Good idea.
And pop the trunk, please."
Can do. Pop in the trunk.
Barden starts pulling out the garbage bags and looks around, trying to find a spot, and sees a pile of rubble with some rebar sticking out. Figures that will do nicely. And he goes over to the rubble. Meanwhile, you're busy you're busy getting rid of the tag. A few minutes go by and comes up next to you. All right. Is the tag gone?
I got it. Yeah, pretty much. I mean...
Okay, cool. Let's motor. Roll me a perception check, please. As you're driving past, you see that there is a particularly long chunk of rebar sticking out from the pile of rubble that Barden was working on. There appear to be pieces of a bozo, basically skewered like a shish kebab through the rebar. There is the head is at the very top of the pile with a knife and a couple of chicken feathers tied to the hilt going through the forehead.
I want to like that, but my god. That's definitely going to get the job done.
If it doesn't, then we have gone through a whole lot of effort for nothing.
Tell me about it. Yeah. Holy shit. My god.
You want to drive back to the apartment house, or are you thinking maybe you want to grab a drink?
Could probably use... No. I'll save it for when I'm back. It's fine.
All right. You head back to the apartment house. Barden gets the wig and nose, tosses them in the garbage bags that he saved, and heads off towards the incinerator.
Wait, so Barden, we're just sitting and waiting?
No. Well, at this point, yeah. We gotta give it a little time. I mean, if you want, I can go sneak and peek and see how everybody reacts.
we'll give it a day. I don't want to take too much time. Harry gave us the week, you know. So I just don't want to forget about time.
Yeah, no, perfectly understandable.
Roger. We can just circle back tomorrow. See what news we kick up.
If we see an excessively high number coming out of the old combat zone in the body lotto, that'll at least give us some clue.
That's for sure. We just gotta see which way this is gonna bite us. Which cheek, the left one or the right one.
The next day passes by. The scream sheets are talking about a lot of... there seems to be a whole shitload of violence going on in the old combat zone right now. A lot of data pool chatter saying that there seems to be a three-way war Actually, not so much a three-way war, so much as the Sacred Blades getting caught between two particular aggressors. What started off as a punitive raid against the Minnow crew also managed to get caught up, or managed to avoid an immediate strike or retaliatory strike against the Bozos, but they came back and some of the Bozos were still around. So the situation seems to be brewing pretty nicely. Good chunk of the Minnow crew has also been lost at this point.
3-hour tour.
Although there may still be a few of them left around. Well, on a fateful trip, to be sure.
On their fateful trip?
Quite.
The Minnow crew's already lost.
What of the Bozos?
The Bozos also seem to have taken considerable losses. A good number of them died when they went up against the Blades. The survivors, the guys who were considered to be, second stringers or worse, got tangled up with the remains of the Minnow crew, and they seem to have knocked each other off pretty thoroughly. If there are any survivors from either one of the gangs, they are right now so minimally capable that they are effectively mission killed. They are no longer a threat to anybody. They're definitely not going to be trying to make any plays for real estate.
So all that's left is the one gang?
No, all three of them are effectively mission killed. Of the three, probably the Minnow crew may have the most, but that's still not much. And definitely not enough to keep going as an effective entity at the immediate second. They pose no threat to Harry, or anybody else for that matter.
Pardon, I need you to give it to me straight. Where's the butt in this scenario? There's almost always a butt with these.
G had the nicest butt.
Wrong butt, 45. Wrong butt.
There it might be. I think for 45, there is no more correct butt than that one.
Well, at this point, nobody knows who uploaded the diss track. They clearly haven't identified 45 as the vocalist or Slash as the guitarist. The Blades and the Bozos have more or less wiped each other out, and the leftovers from the Minnow crew and the Bozos have wiped each other out. So, hell, I could take a pass through there if you want and kind of see who's left. But honestly, I think this one actually worked out fairly well.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Well, shit. No one got hurt.
Weird when a plan comes together, isn't it?
Yeah. Hot damn. Good work, everybody. We just made some fucking serious eddies for almost no work. That was awesome. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Simply think outside the box.
Locke, your agent rings. Caller ID says restricted.
I let it ring twice and then pick up.
Locke, Harry Matsachek. How the hell are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, damn right you are. That was damn near poetry. Seriously, a diss track? I never would have thought of that. I mean,
This Some new blood.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd say definitely keep that blood around. They're doing wonders for you. Wow.
What do you want?
Well, you mean besides to pay you?
Yeah.
I thought we might, talk a little, get to know each other a little better, and become friends, or at least establish a good professional rapport with each other. And also, maybe if you're interested, how to cut Clarence Reeves' throat.
That's. Yep. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. I think we can make this work.
Oh, I'm absolutely certain we can make this work. So, why don't you make your way down to the afterlife? We'll have a couple of tequilas, and we'll talk.
Sounds good to me. Tell me when and where,
All
babe.
right.
Well, I mean, you already said where. I mean, I know where, but when?
6 o'clock, VIP room.
I will be there, or I will be square.
You'll be there, or I'll hunt somebody down and drag your carcass over there.
All right.
Either way.
We gotta chill with that. Okay? That's just terrifying.
Oh, come on, kid. That's not terrifying. I mean, you want to talk terrifying, talk to Barton, because that guy, wow, he absolutely scares the hell out of me sometimes. But it's such a rush, isn't it?
I wouldn't know.
All right. See you at 6, big guy. And he hangs up.
Freaks me out every time.
So, what are you going to do till 6?
Wow. That's a loaded question. I will go inform everyone of the success of the mission. Because, we all kind of did our own part. Obviously, it wasn't just me. So, gotta tell everyone else how it went, too.
All right. So, you go around. Do you want to be telling them all at once, or just going door to door?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'll gather them. I'll gather them, in the plaza. Well, we figure we should probably make some regular meeting place if we're gonna continue working together professionally. I think we make a good team, right?
Yep. So, Locke gets everybody together in the main lobby of the apartment building. It's kind of the big common area of the place. Barton is kind of standing off to one side. He's not hiding as such, but he's definitely staying out of the well lit portions of the room.
Well, I've gathered you all here to report on the admittedly surprising success of the mission. The track was undiscovered. I mean, no one found out who it was, so we're not gonna get bit by that. The gang seemed to have KO'd themselves. They're on the death lotto, just as we thought. No more bozos. I'm pretty sure we should go hunt down the remains of those guys, because I swear to God, if I see a goddamn clown walking the streets, I'm gonna beat the shit out of somebody. So, yeah, thanks. Thank you all for your input on the mission. Couldn't do it without you. We'll get I guess I'll give you all a cut of the money, because it's only fair. Perhaps we can keep working professionally together in the future to make even more quick, easy money. I mean, seriously, guys, that was like almost too easy. We could be doing this all the time. You know, just chipping people left and right, taking jobs, killing clowns, you know, just slapping people whenever we want. For the right cause, of course.
Well, if there's any chance of finding G along the way, sure. I mean, he tends to be where trouble is, so yeah, why not?
I'm sure if you give us some more information on him, we could probably find someone who knows him. I mean, Oliv's, quote, one of the best fixers in town. I'm sure she's got something up her sleeve. But who knows? There's another fixer, too. What was his name? Pardon. The apartment incident. What was that guy's name?
Out of character, I totally do not remember right
yeah,
now.
I don't remember. I just remember he was a fixer that we saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, maybe not. Maybe he's off the table. Yeah, we'll find him eventually.
Yeah. But yeah, I know who you're talking about, and yeah, we can probably get some information out of him.
Possibly.
Probably looking on all the data streams to see if there's been any sightings of the only reason I'm in town. And tuning my guitar.
Alright. So, anybody else doing anything until about 6 o'clock or so?
You know, play a few chords down.
Nope, nothing here.
Olive, doing anything?
Thinking of ways to pay off that net runner that won't get the cops after me.
Well, it occurs to you that you're going to be coming into some cash here in a little bit, so you can always tell them to meet you at another bar later on.
True.
A little before 6, Locke, you head out to the afterlife. There is a bouncer at the door. He looks like you'd say that he probably eats babies for breakfast, except that, he'd probably say that the bones get stuck in his teeth.
Oh god, here to see Harry?
Yeah. Right. Harry, then. VIP rooms, go through the door, hang a left, hang another left, up the stairs.
Thanks.
He lets you through.
Follow his directions. To the letter.
The VIP room of the afterlife has a decidedly Egyptian motif to it. Almost like the inside of a pyramid. Lots of hieroglyphics, lots of, scenes depicting, imagine people doing famous runs as if they were drawn on the tombs of Egyptian pyramids. It's kind of like that.
Can dig it.
Harry's sitting on a black leather couch on one side of the VIP room. He's got a bottle of tequila and 2 glasses. He says, Locke, hey, glad you're here. Sit, have a drink. And he pours out 2 drinks, takes a glass, holds it up. So, what shall we drink to?
To a job well done.
Job well done. He clinks your glass. He knocks back the tequila, but his eyes never stop looking forward, which is a good trick. Reposado. The best. Another? I'm having another. Pours another round.
Why not?
So, I've been thinking, what really would stick it to Clarence Reeves? I mean, what would just absolutely ruin his life?
Well, I mean, went after the building, and he knows, I think he knows what the building kind of means to me. So, I think we give him a bit of his own medicine. I say we fuck with him, and we fuck with him hard, but we don't let him know exactly who it was. Not just yet.
I see that we are thinking mostly along the same lines. Of course, you got to understand that, I mean, enemy-wise, you have really made an enemy. You do know he's like the number 6 guy at WorldSat, right?
I am aware. Don't have to remind me.
Yeah. And, you know, being the number 6 guy at WorldSat, a direct strike on his home, that's not something we want to do in a day. Now, we got to build up to that. We got to really, we got to get in close. We got to make it smooth. We got to make it subtle. Slip that knife between his ribs. He's got to know exactly who did it. So, kid, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to need to do some spade work. We got to prep.
I'm listening.
But I guarantee you, by the time we're done, it is going to be the revenge to end all revenges. They're going to write songs about this. Hell, they'll probably make movies about it. Fuck the Count of Monte Cristo.
What's your beef with Reeves in the first place? You already know my beef with him.
You're going to think I'm an old-fashioned romantic, but it's principle. It really is. Here you guys are. You're running a shitty apartment house in a rough neighborhood, and what does this guy do? He tries to take it over for what? For a tower? Hell, he could have made a deal with you. He could have said, hey, we'd like to take out a lease on the roof of your building to put up a comm tower. You maybe get a cut of all the data that passes through. Something, I don't know. He could have been reasonable about it. He could have created a win-win situation for everybody. But no. He went straight for the brute force option. No subtlety. No negotiation. Screw you. I'm getting mine. I gotta tell you, I have met dozens, if not hundreds, of tin pot dictators, would-be generalissimos, and otherwise crooked sons of bitches who are absolutely no different than this guy. Really. I mean, the names are different, the faces are different, the man is the same. And I just got tired of that. And you know something? Principle. Nobody has any anymore, or it doesn't seem like it. Ambition is predictable. Ambition is what made him go for your building. But principle is absolutely unpredictable. And there is nothing that can stop a truly principled man from getting what he deserves. Wouldn't you say?
Definitely agree with you on that.
Salud. So, see, this is good. I like that you were able to do this job. I mean, Barden, I already knew Barden was a blue chip property, but you were kind of an unknown. I mean, I didn't think you belonged in the white chips, but Barden, he gets oddly sentimental at times. But no, see, with this job, you have demonstrated to me that you are blue chip all the way. You and your people, you and your buddies, I am pleased as punch, and I am going to make it my job my mission to help you guys get even with Reeves.
I accept your proposition.
Alrighty.
On one condition. One condition.
And that would be?
I think we've proven ourselves to each other, but if you cross me at any point, I will find someone else to do what we are doing to someone else, what we're gonna do to you. That's all I'm gonna say up front. I just want to make that very clear. I need you to know what's at stake on my end here with these people. I'm not fucking around with these people's lives. And it wasn't just me, it was my whole team. I can't take full responsibility for that. I wouldn't be alive with my family, and I wouldn't be alive without these people, possibly. Who knows? Could have died in any amount of crossfire between the past couple days with this bullshit. But easy money, man. Easy money. If we gotta do what we gotta do to keep Eddie's coming in, I'm willing to do what it takes.
Oh, come on, kid. I know. Alright? Look, I know you're blue chip property, okay? You and your friends, all blue chips. And you don't spend blue chips unless you absolutely need to. Alright? So, I'm not gonna screw you over. I mean, there's no percentage in it for me.
I extend my hand.
He takes it, gives it a good squeeze. Alright. Now, let's get shit-faced.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so Locke and Harry are off getting schnockered.
Yep.
What are the rest of y'all doing?
Looking around to see if there's anyone in need of my services. Setting up my my office.
Alright. Olive.
Drinking.
As you're drinking, there is a tap on your shoulder and a waitress coming over with a drink and a small envelope. The envelope contains 1,000 Eurobucks in it.
Can I use this to pay off that Netrunner now?
Part of it, yeah.
Great.
You're still going to have like 750 left, so yeah.
I just want that guy off my back.
Got to call him up, say, I got your money.
Yeah, and I'm going to make it short and sweet.
You arrange a rendezvous. About half an hour later, Netrunner shows up, looks at you, rubs his fingers together.
I hand him his money.
Wow, getting paid in cash. It's so weird.
That's great. Have a great day. And I just turn around and walk away.
Netrunner shrugs and walks off.
Trying not to be tied to those people for too long. You don't know who's watching.
Arguing with 45 about music.
All right. Okay. Well, that is going to do it, I think, for this session for right now. Thoughts, concerns?
Yeah. I didn't have much to do, but we specifically avoided all combat, so...
Yeah, I guess since we were the newbies, we were just kind of
Oh, well.
there.
Yep.
Dead clowns.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Don't worry. There will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of call for your services in future sessions. Yeah, but I will say that the idea for the diss track was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, that was actually like the plan for that was like really solid. The diss track I thought was really clever.
The echo still resounds. Cyberpunk RED was designed and written by Mike Pondsmith, James Hutt, Cody Pondsmith, Jay Parker, Jay Gray, Jay Kovac, and David Ackerman. It is published by Talsorian Games and is available at your nearest friendly local game store or online at drivethrurpg.com. Opening music is by Kraftamt, closing music is by Donnie Drost. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe or visit our website at GameLuster.com. This has been Cyberpunk RED, Nephilim Echo, a tabletop podcast production from GameLuster.